Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. But how many of us have ever dared to enter that retreat? How many have sat in the quiet of their own soul without reaching for a distraction, a voice, a screen, a substance? We claim we want peace, yet flee the very sanctuary that could offer it. You call it sadness, you call it loneliness, but what you might be feeling is the gravitational pull back to that inner refuge, and the resistance you feel. That's not a flaw, it's the noise of a world that taught you to seek fulfillment in anything but yourself. You were raised to believe happiness is out there, in people, in possessions, in praise. But Marcus didn't write about a quieter city, or a more loving relationship, or a better job. He wrote about the soul, your soul, the place you've spent years avoiding. You keep calling sadness a problem to fix, but what if it's a map? What if loneliness isn't your enemy but your guide? You sit in silence and think something is wrong with you, but what if nothing's wrong? What if it's just the first time you're hearing your real self speak? That ache in your chest, that longing for connection, that heavy silence, that is you remembering that your peace was never supposed to come from the external. Marcus Aurelius also said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." So what are you thinking in those quiet moments? Are they thoughts of fear, of lack, of inadequacy? Or are they the beginnings of clarity, the first brave steps towards strength? The world will always try to sell you escape, but the Stoic path leads you inward, not because it's easy, but because it's real. And that inward journey has a name, the quiet journey finding a safe place within. To get past fear and truly discover that untroubled retreat Marcus spoke of, you must take a step not forward, but inward. Begin by embracing stillness, just 5 or 10 minutes a day. Sit with no phone, no music, no tasks. Let your thoughts drift in and out like clouds across a sky. Don't fight them, observe them. This isn't a task to master, it's a relationship to rebuild, a friendship with your inner self. You may find forgotten emotions, buried fears, neglected dreams. Don't push them away, accept them. Witness them. This is how you begin honest self-talk, not to fix, but to understand. It may hurt. You may feel grief, anger, even shame, but you are not those feelings. You are the space in which they appear and pass. You are the riverbank, not the current. In that moment, you're not hiding from life, you're meeting it, vulnerably, directly. And in that courageous stillness, you begin to see what truly matters, your values, your truths, the changes you must make. This is the forge of clarity, where you become resilient not by avoidance but by awareness. The safe space inside you is not a shelter from life, it's the training ground for it. Just as your body needs food and rest, your soul needs reflection and care. Maybe for you that looks like journaling, or a walk under trees, or a slow breath taken in silence. What matters is not the form but the return, the coming home to yourself, because as you strengthen that quiet place, storms lose their power. You return stronger, anchored, no longer pushed by others' expectations, but pulled by your own inner compass. This journey never ends. Some days it flows, some days it stalls. That's not failure, that's practice. Keep showing up. Keep listening. Be kind to yourself in the process. Because as Marcus also said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And when you do, you will no longer fear sadness. You will no longer dread loneliness. You will see them as signals, as invitations, as paths. And in walking those paths with courage, you will find not just refuge, but power. The courage to be your own sanctuary begins now.